Thank you to Squarespace for sponsoring this video. If you want to design and build a beautiful website, you can do it all in one place with Squarespace. Welcome to another video with me, your host, Sha'an. Why do I do this? Anyway, we just got back from LA, and when I say just got back, I mean like over a month ago. Whoopsies. I was supposed to do this haul video before my Inktober video, but I ended up having to catch up on Inktober, organize the zine, as well as post the video because I wanted the video and the zine to come out at the same time. I was very that was a personal stress that I put on myself. And so this got pushed back because I had other client work to do to move on to. So now here we are a month and a bit later. Some of the stuff isn't open because I was like, it has to stay pristine. I can't open it. I've been waiting to read some books that I bought for a long time. This is an LA haul, but it's not just like stationery and paper goods and books and fashion and candy, which it will be that, but it's also, I wanted to do some knowledge as well. So I will try and remember to put the timestamps for each little section below. So if you're not interested in something, you don't have to watch it, because the last thing I want is for you guys to be bored during my videos. I'd rather you just get what you want from the videos and then not ignore the rest. I'd rather you not just be like, ugh, here she is talking about things that I don't care about. You know what I mean? You know what I mean. So if I don't put the timestamps, remind me. So the first thing that I knew I wanted to do when I went to LA, well, okay, let me explain. There's this illustrator that I love, and she has a clothing brand. Her name is Bassen. She makes a very size diverse range of clothing. They're very cute, colorful, sassy, flattering. They're a little bit more expensive than the average apparel because they're ethically made. They use dead stock and materials from California and Japan. So I think their waste is very minimal. So when I knew I was coming to LA, I knew the first stop was Bassen LA. It's kind of crinkled because I already wore everything, but that's okay. First, I got this Ringer Tee. Is that what it's called? I love the colors. I love, 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 love primary colors, in case you hadn't noticed already in my work and in my vlogs and every other touch point of my existence. Well fitted, comfortable, really soft, with a lovely blue collar and yellow piping, and I just fell in love with it. And so, the creme de la creme, And can I just say, I did not expect to get this dress because I'm not a huge fan of bright green, but when I put this on, I just love the way it made my skin look and made my body look. So this is the Turf Diner dress. It is so freaking adorable. I'm not a huge fan of flowers, but I just love the way this looks. I love that it's not just like a cute little flower. There's what is it called, baby? Was shears that you use to cut plants and stuff?
Plant snippers?
I love the plant snippers on this dress. I wore it to Disneyland. It was really comfortable, so I can attest to that. I feel like I don't super love my body all the time. I do not have curves in the right places. So this really adds to that because it's like an A-line dress and it's a really nice length. It's super comfortable, super fun, super bright, and super different as well. I really love all the details. So if you like the look of these two things, or you're interested in checking out more, all of the links to everything that I show you today will be down below. The next thing that I bought was from, ooh, crud. I don't remember the designer because we just wandered past. I'm gonna put the designer here because I don't remember. Bing, bing, bing. Spotted this pair of black shorts. Rocket suggested I try them on. I was like, okay. But I tried it on. It was really nice. And I came out and Rocket was like, I like that. And it made me just feel so good that we both were like, wow, this is sick. These shorts are my feel-good shorts. I think they're really flattering. Shorts for me are very difficult because I feel like they get very boxy around the crotch, but these are sick. Next is the best part, books and stationery. So let's see. This is not a serious buy, but this is one of the only art materials that I bought. We went to the Getty Museum. Oh, we actually met someone that subscribed to me that was working at the Getty Museum that rung me up for these. To the lady that served us at the Getty Museum gift shop, hello, thank you for watching my videos and I really appreciate your support and you were really lovely. I bought this tiny little paint set that I found. It was 99 cents. It's obviously not great watercolors, it's for kids, but I thought it would be funny to do a little review. I have a feeling that it's going to be just a chalky, kind of like the Daiso ones where it has that kind of chalky texture. Next, I have a concept planner. What's a concept planner, you ask? Let me refresh my memory by looking at it because I haven't opened it. Oh, it's so cool. Okay, so basically, I'm super goal driven. We got this from Poketo, and Poketo is a brand that Rocket and I have both stalked online for years. I'm not even kidding. We were wandering around, getting bubble tea, being cool. We looked at the store wow, and then we looked up at the sign, we're like, oh, it's the store that we're obsessed with that we've never been to ever. And I ended up going with this concept planner. It's a weekly planner. It's not dated. It has little check boxes, a list, and times. That system works really, really well for me. And at the start of the week, it also has like a goals section and an ideas section. Because I don't do well with stuff that's really stylized or cutesy. I just really, really like clean design where I can just draw over the top. This one I'm excited about and I haven't even looked through it yet. So NoBrow Press is one of my favorite publishers. They do a lot of graphic novel / picture books. A while ago, they released a magazine, Studio Dream. I saw it online. Australia's far away from everything, so shipping to Australia from anywhere except for New Zealand is f***ed. Like, I love this, but I can't pay $60 for a magazine. Like, looking at it now, it is a magazine, but it feels very book-like, and the quality of printing is beautiful. Each spread is like a different artist and their interpretation of their dream studio. Let me just have another quick look so I can tell you the right information because I don't want to be spreading rumors. Illustrators see things a bit differently. They dream of their ideal workspaces the way most people dream of their ultimate holidays. It might involve endless shelves with every color of paint, or it might be more in the realm of a giant jellyfish forest of mushrooms and desert islands with skies full of rainbows. Is it realistic? Not really, but we're speaking of dreams here, and in our dreams, our jobs are inspiring, and we don't have to do any tax returns or data entry. It is freaking divine. I love, oh, is this Ebirah? Oh my god, Ebirah's in this. So cute. Shout out to Ebirah. Do you know who that is, baby? I'll show you after. She's an excellent illustrator. I just love things that are congregations of lots of great illustrators. There aren't many publications that do it well. So I was really, really excited to get my hands on this when I found it in a bookstore near where we were staying. Oh, it's so beautiful. I can't handle this. Anyway, I don't want to like cause myself to have a heart attack on camera. So moving on. Next, we get to the Adobe Max portion of the shopping trip. Adobe was lovely enough to send me to America, and at the end of Adobe Max on the last day, they have like a little design / art market, and illustrators that speak and illustrators affiliated with Adobe sell their stuff. I was like, this is the perfect place to spend all of my money. This one is from a friend named Joy Lee. She's a Sydney-based designer. She's super, super talented, and she deals a lot with cultural identity. ASMR. So she created this print that went kind of viral. It's Who's Your Token Asian? And basically it's like a little flow chart so you can find which token Asian character you relate to most. I'm pretty sure it went kind of viral on BuzzFeed, but it's so sick. Thank you, Joy, for letting me have this. I'm putting it up in my studio. You should definitely click on it below and figure out which token Asian are you. And like, it's just so funny that as like an Asian person, we have very few role models and very few like people in the media to look up to. And the people that we do have to look up to, their characters freaking suck. I got a background Asian, which is surrounded by a horde of attention seekers. It's totally understandable why you'd be the complaining, mopey, mediocre performer who never seems to forget the right to voice their injustice in it all. But we was talking about it, and I think the best one to get is the cold-hearted Asian. I think that one's the only one with a little bit of dignity. Definitely recommend visiting Joy's store. And if you can't afford to buy anything, definitely go check out which token Asian you are because it's super, super funny. She's really, really clever and she has a really, really bright future ahead of her. I didn't know who this guy was, but I thought his prints were freaking cute. So I was just like, yeah, I'm gonna get them. Shit, what's his name? Christopher. Okay, so these are some prints by Christopher Lee. They're all screen prints, I think. This one was a little set of 2. I just thought it was so adorable, very in line with the work that I make. And so I wanted to get it as like a reminder for the direction I want my work to go and the feeling that I want people to have when they see my work. This one I just love for the colors. I think it's really, really, really gorgeous. And it's just like Godzilla fighting a giant lobster. I don't really get it. Is that a reference? I don't know. And this one's James and the Giant Peach. A, because I'm a big Roald Dahl fan. He's like one of my favorite authors from my childhood that I would read over and over and over again. And B, because Peach, I'm obsessed with buying stuff with peaches. I don't know if that's narcissistic because I'm not literally a peach. The style of these was really, really cute. I'll put his work below and I'll link to the prints as well. You should check him out. He's really, really, really cool. Because I've already got so many amazing patches, I have this idea that I'm gonna start ironing them onto a denim jacket. I don't know if that's ever gonna happen. I don't have the denim jacket yet that I wanna iron them onto, but I do have a lot of sick patches, so I thought I'd continue the theme of doing that and buy more. These two are from DKNG. Boop. They're like designers that own a studio together, and I've seen them speak a couple of times. I didn't get to see them this year because I didn't have enough time, but they're really, really, really talented. Go check out their videos on how they work on Illustrator. It's insane the level of detail and like texture they create with vector images. So I thought I'd just support them because the color schemes were really nice and I thought they were really, really adorable. This one came from Christopher Lee, the artist that I showed you just before. I really like this texture. I want to make some totes with like this texture. So we have this. I got this for free from a booth. I don't know know what it is, but it's really colorful and I like it. I can imagine it on the back of my imaginary jacket that I love so much. Next we have Aaron Draplin. Woohoo! Okay, so Aaron is someone that I've seen speak twice in Adobe Max. After seeing him speak last year, he just gave me such good vibes. More color. Thought this was appropriate because you know how I love color. I got this because it's got rocket on it and I really, really like the colors. Pretzels, because I freaking love giant pretzels. Who's to say this isn't a giant pretzel? I really like the cinnamon ones, but we can pretend it's cinnamon. Those little specks of cinnamon sugar. I got this emotional creature patch. I think his girlfriend or slash fiance, I think she made this. Aaron Draplin is a logo designer, but he also has a company called Field Notes. You may know of it already. I actually wanted to get these mustard ones, but as I was reaching for it, the guy in the front of the line, I'm pretty sure he saw me reaching for it and they were the last ones and he was like, sorry. And I was like, so I got this graph paper. I'm super, super obsessed with this like gridded paper thing right now. I don't know why, but I just am. And the outsides are made of wood, I think, which is crazy. But basically he began this company. I think there's a lot of people involved now, but he always still has like a part in designing little parts of it. And last but not least, his book. I was really wanting to get this last year, but I didn't get around to picking one up. When I had the chance to buy this book this year, I knew I had to. Basically, this is a book of pretty much everything by Aaron Draplin, and he is an excellent logo designer. I'm always quite enthralled by his casualness and the way his attitudes towards creating is so passionate and so joyful, and it's something that really sparks inspiration in me. But yeah, this book is sick. It has like his entire career in it. I think that's one of the impressive parts about him, his prolificness. I don't know if that's a word. But yeah, I haven't looked into this book, so I can't tell you much, but it has stuff about the things he's inspired by. I know he's inspired a lot by old design and junk that he finds and the kind of graphic design that's lost in time because it isn't recorded. I love learning about the way other creative people think because it's so different, and I love hearing about people that I admire's journey because it makes me feel excited about my own journey. I know it's like kind of selfish, but it's natural to just kind of relate it back to you. So that's all the physical stuff that I have for you. Next up is the the brain stuff. I gotta get my laptop because I put them all on there. And we have the stuff I took away, the brain stuff I took away, the knowledge I took away from Adobe Max. So I compiled like a big notebook full of notes. Every time someone spoke, I was like so into it. I wanted to be able to retain everything I could and not waste the opportunity of being there at Adobe Max and being around all these talented people. And so like I wrote so many notes and I've condensed them into like my favorite takeaways. So let's just do it in alphabetical order. Adam J. Kurtz is an illustrator, artist, author, bleep, blah, 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 bleep, a lot of things. He does everything. He's very, very cool. I like the way he thinks. I love like the perceived naivety of his work, but actually it's very, very clever. There's something to be said about having digestible design and digestible art. And I think that's something that we have in common. It's very like digestible by the masses, and I really respect that. Don't worry, just make the stuff you like. This one really resonated with me because it's an attitude that I hold dear as well. I think a lot of people get carried away with seeming serious and like whether they're going in the right direction, whether they're on the right path. A lot of people ask me how to find their style, but I really think it's about doing the stuff that you love and you'll find like your path and your style. I think it's nice that he has this sentiment of like, don't worry about it, just do stuff, just make stuff, just have fun. And I just really, really, really like that. And I agree with it completely. Make personal work a priority because it is so freaking important in figuring out the stuff that matters. I know personal work is important, but I think this year I've really, really prioritized a lot of commercial work. Maybe less prioritizing it, but maybe subconsciously pushing my personal work down in the ranks. I think I just needed that reminder about the importance of it all. Being afraid to fail or sell out is unnecessary. Failing, are you really failing or are you learning a lesson? And selling out, are you really selling out or are you being able to pay your rent so you can do the stuff you truly love? We all die, so just have fun. This is something that he put at the end of his talk. It was so funny because we were in this like huge hall and he's like, we all die. He's like, I'm gonna die, you're gonna die, she's gonna die, you're all gonna, and he was like yelling like, you're all gonna die. And it was like echoing throughout this convention center. And I was like, is someone gonna arrest us right now? Like security would be like, who is this person? Why are they saying this over a speaker? I think it's a nice reminder and it's very easy to forget that life is super short. Even though it's the longest thing we'll ever do, it's really, really short. So we should just have fun while we're doing what we're doing at least. I've seen everyone else speak before, but Annie Atkins I hadn't seen speak in person. And if you don't know, Annie Atkins is a graphic designer for film. She basically helps directors create very fully formed universes through graphic design. She would say was like she makes the stuff in the blurry backgrounds, so stuff that you don't necessarily notice but is super important to the authenticity of a film. She makes that. Probably one of the things she's most famous for doing is working with Wes Anderson. I know she worked on Grand Budapest Hotel, and I know she worked on the Isle of Dogs film as well. Even the smallest details are important, and there is charm in the imperfections. I think this is something that I got from her entire talk, not just from what she was saying, but also just her work. It was insane, like the level of detail that she puts in, and in terms of accuracy and materials used, really inspired me. It inspires me to include graphic design to tell a story or to authenticate like a world that is in my brain. I already feel that the smallest details are important, which is why I put like 3 million effects on the text in my vlogs. You know what I mean? Like there's a certain blurriness and like a thicker stroke on the font that I use. Sometimes I find myself being like, why do I spend time doing this? No one notices. But at the same time, hearing her say that really was like, who cares? Be inspired by real life. A misconception that people have is that you can't reference real life or you can't draw from reference imagery. And I just think that's wrong. I think that a way to make your work believable and the universe in which your work sits in believable is to reference things that people are aware of. Annie Atkins showed a bunch of like amazing examples. I will put her talk below, please check it out. But of just like photos in a sandwich shop and the hand-drawn signs that someone that clearly wasn't a letterer had written, but it was so perfect because it was so imperfect. And that goes back to the last point too. But when she wants to create something and make it believable, she takes from real life. Next, we have Aaron Draplin. So Aaron Draplin was the guy that did the book, the patches, field notes. And I think the thing I got from him the most was his overall like joyfulness and hope. We are very lucky to be able to do what we do, and I think that was the most amazing thing that you can get from his talk. It is our job to make the world a more beautiful place. That is just amazing. I don't know how to explain it. It's just such a nice way to look at it, especially at a time like this where there's a lot of shitty things going on. It's nice to have the skills to be able to brighten up the world a little bit. Be generous with your skill set. This is something that I need to do more of. Like seeing what we do and seeing our skills as something that can be gifted. Enjoy the process. We are so lucky to be able to express ourselves in such colorful ways and to be able to create the things we do. This is just another example of the gratefulness that he has for being able to make. It's humbling because it's like, yeah, we're so lucky. And sometimes I forget that. Even though I love what I do, sometimes I forget that I'm so lucky to be able to just wake up, roll out of bed, go and draw a picture. And obviously there's more to my job, but it's like essentially I get to be creative and make the things I love every day. Not a lot of people are able to express themselves in such a visually joyful way or express themselves so eloquently in such a widely enjoyable medium, and I think it's important to remember that we're lucky to do that. Last but not least, we have Jessica Hische. So Jessica Hische is a artist, letterer, typographer. I'm not really sure what she classifies herself as, but she's like a lettering goddess, essentially. She's the lettering lady. It was interesting though, because her talk wasn't necessarily super focused on her work. It was focused on who she is as a person, not just her as a designer and artist and letterer. Who we are in this moment is not who we'll be in 5 years. I know I get a lot of questions about how to find your style as if it's like an end point when it isn't. Like we will constantly be evolving, and remembering that is so freeing because it takes the pressure way off. So who we are in this moment is not who we'll be in 5 years. Try to get to know yourself outside of what you do for work. This one is a huge one for me currently because I feel like my identity is so tied up in what I do. I spend most of my time thinking about illustration, working on my own illustration, enjoying the work of other people and the creative industry, and being proud that I'm a part of such an incredible industry. And so I want to get to know myself outside of me as an illustrator. I think there's like a lack of balance in my life right now. It's very skewed towards work as the main thing. And so I think it will be important for me to figure that out. Get better in capturing your process in meaningful ways. She was doing brand refreshes, and not a lot of people knew what that was. So she was looking at brands' logos and kind of tidying it up, like making it better, making small tweaks that would then make it a successful logo. And she did this for a few companies, and then she shared her process on her blog, and that led to her audience being like, wow, this is great, and clients being like, oh, we would love this too. She had like side by sides of the logo and her logo and would circle things that were different, capturing her process in a meaningful way and sharing it in a way that was intelligent, digestible. Finding the interesting parts of her process led to her getting more work and led to her being able to pass down knowledge to her audience, which I thought was really, really nice. I mean, like, why waste all the hours that we spend in the studio just to have one final product? Why not do those hours, have a great final product, and then be able to share the journey that you took to get there? Because I think the journey is the stuff that I love reading about most and I love learning about most. I think there's immense value in having transparency with your clients and your audience. I think what she was doing here was, it was after the brand refresh, when brands wanted these again and again, she would outline to them what she was going to do. Like, here's all the things she was going to look at. She was going to look at kerning, she was going to look at ligatures, she was going to look at line weight, she was going to look at form. Like, and she had big paragraphs of what these things meant, so that to people that aren't in the industry or didn't know about lettering or typography, they could understand the value in her work. Sometimes people underestimate the amount of work that goes into creativity and creative jobs. All you need to do is kind of be like, this is actually all the thought that I put into it. You're actually paying for all of the work. You're not just, it's not just an imaginary number that I've thrown out there to try and swindle you. It's legit a very thoughtful process, and it's worth every penny, essentially. Before we do the last bit, which is the candy taste test with my friend Nate, I wanted to just say thank you so much to Squarespace for sponsoring this video. As usual, Squarespace is here to allow me to have the time to edit, to shoot, to do all this stuff, and I really, really, really appreciate it. Oh, for everyone that asked, the theme that I used in my website is Supply, and I've been using that theme since the start of my website. Basically, you can switch themes and see what works for you, but this one really worked for me, so much so that I haven't changed it for 5 years. It makes it like uploading something to social media. You literally like upload a photo, you write a little bit, and then now you have a portfolio. It's so weird. And same with the store, you like upload a photo, set the price, write a little description, and you're ready to go. It makes it so simple. All you have to do is go to squarespace.com/furrylittlepeach and you'll get a free trial and 10% off your first purchase if you choose to go through with it, which you will because it's amazing. Next, we have the lolly pot. I mean, should I say candy pot? Because it's American candy.
Okay.
Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
Do you know what we're gonna do? Can you guess? I don't know how to start this because I didn't think this through. Oh, maybe we should introduce you. Okay, this is Nate. Your like outlet for graphic design is through Fairy Floss. And I think that's so interesting.
Yeah.
Would you like to elaborate?
I have a fairy floss business, basically.
It's the best.
It's pretty good.
I'm addicted to it.
Yeah.
I feel like every time you come over, I'm like, no, don't bring it. And you bring it, and I'm like further addicted. You're like a drug dealer. But Nate loves America. You're like my only friend that's like obsessed with it, like me, and like obsessed with the flavors.
You too. You're like the only one who knows like about America.
I brought us back some stuff. Is that what you knew it was gonna be?
When you called me this morning, I didn't know that, but I was like,
what could it be?
in the shower, I was like, it's probably that. Am I allowed to see?
No. Don't look at these. If I'm editing and I see like you looking, I'll scream, and then I'll call you and scream at you.
Okay.
When I was going, I asked Nate what he wanted me to get.
Am I still not allowed to
Oh,
look?
you can look. You had one request. What was it?
Mint. No, not mint. Orange.
I was like...
Orange lifesavers. They're like these minty, hard rings, like peppermints, but with orange, sort of like Tic Tacs in like a chalky form.
And I was like, yuck, because for me, orange...
I thought that too. I only picked them up like when I was...
Why did you buy
sorry.
them? It's yuck.
Because I went to Target and I was leaving. Like, American Target is different. Did you know American Target is not affiliated with Australian Target?
I went to American Target. That's where I got things.
I know. That's where I found these.
Anyway, Nate was like, oh, they're everywhere. And I went to...
They are everywhere.
No, they're not, because I literally went to all these convenience stores, all these supermarkets. I like looked everywhere for these because the only thing you asked for, I was like, I need to get them, otherwise I'm a bad friend. I couldn't find them. But I went to American Target finally, and I found them.
Isn't Target over there the best?
I won't like it. I promise.
That's okay. I can have them.
Yeah, these are for you for the rest. Like the rest of the packet's for you.
For the rest of your life.
Yeah, don't ask for anything else from me.
I hate when people rip it and it's like half torn down here, and it's like, how are you gonna?
That's what I do.
Look how perfect that is. And it's gonna stay like that.
I'm
it's
not
not gonna
looking forward
rip.
to
You
this.
can be like, here, like for an ad, have one. And see, they're individually wrapped and they're quite big.
I like the speckles. Okay, I don't like this because it tastes like vitamin C.
I don't know why I like it.
Can I just finish this?
What?
I'm putting this away. Oh my god, I've got some good stuff in here. Ooh, I can't wait to show you.
But
Are we finished? Wait, what do you give this out of 10? I give it a 1.
I don't like to be one of those people that rates things out of 10s. I think nobody gives things 10s. I don't know why. Do they not like things?
I would give things a 10 if it was amazing. Tim Tams 10.
I'm so excited for this. Like, I was worried I wasn't gonna go back to America because I was like, I don't know, I might die. So.
Oh, because of the guns and stuff. What do you mean?
Like, just die in general.
Double bubble. So if you've tried pink like Hubba Bubba, it's kind of like that, but they have their own spices in it and stuff. It tastes like...
It's like a trademarked thing.
Well, I didn't know that, but it's pretty good. I feel like you're a good person to do this with because like you own a confectionery type company.
Sure.
Do you read up on this?
Actually, yeah, I'm a loser.
Oh, it smells so good.
I don't like how hard it is.
It hurts your jaw when you eat it. Yum. It's almost cinnamony. What's in it? Can you make this way? You know, I was thinking the other day.
It would be like anise and cinnamon.
Anise?
The best bubble blowing bubble gum is Big League Chew.
Yeah, one of the tattoos?
It's like in a pouch and it's like grass. It's shredded.
I remember when you went to America because you were doing those taste tests of everything in Vegas. I love that. And that must have been before we met. It wasn't because I met you a day after I found your Instagram account.
I met Sha'an at Finders Keepers Market. I didn't know who Sha'an was.
When I just found your Instagram, I was like, fairy floss, that's cool, it's pretty. And then I saw you like go to Finders Keepers and I was going anyway and I was like, gonna get some fairy floss. I was like, blah, blah, blah. I feel like I was hyperactive.
You were very charismatic.
You were like this. And then the person serving you was just like...
Because you put it on your Snapchat story, and then Tara was like, oh my god, you met Sha'an. I was like, who? And then I looked it up and I'm like, oh. And then I went back to you and I was like, oh, you should have told me that you were Instagram famous. I don't know why.
Why would anyone say that ever?
I know.
Nate and I are big fans of Bon Appetit, the channel. And one of the things that she made in her gourmet...
Who, Claire?
Yeah, Claire. One of the things Claire made in her gourmet versions of junk food.
Is it Gushers? I've never tried them.
Yeah, I never tried it either. That's why I bought them.
Gushers are a school snack. They're in the same realm as like fruit roll-ups.
I was disappointed. Look at this package.
I would be disappointed.
Look at the package. I thought something would explode out of my mouth.
Yeah, every video I've seen, they've all sort of been stuck together. Wow, that's like, it's like hologram sort of, but it's just printed rainbow.
Oh yeah, this is why I like hanging out with you, because he analyzes all the design elements. Anyway, we got strawberry splash or tropical flavor. I don't know how to tell. Ew, I think these ones exploded.
No, that's how they are. That's how they are in everything. See, isn't that kind of yuck?
Yeah.
Actually, it smells like good artificial strawberry. Yeah, that gushed. It feels like eating a pimple.
Ew, that's disgusting.
Not that I've ever done that.
I thought it was gonna be more liquidy though, because when Claire made it, she injected like caramelized juice. I have to say, I feel like I would like it if it was more like Haribo, the biting.
Haribo is good.
And then I wish the liquid was really liquidy, so it really flowed out.
I kind of like these, but
you like them?
They are a candy. They are not a school snack. Yeah, there's no gelatin.
And what's the significance of that?
What makes them vegan? Yeah, gelatin free. That's why they're not gummy.
Have you had these before? Hot tamales?
Hot tamales, yeah.
I love them.
I don't love hot
cinnamon
cinnamon stuff. My mum does. I know that you do.
When Nate like wants to think of new flavors, I always just be selfish and tell him the flavors I want.
Where's this cinnamon?
That is divine. I love everything.
I like it because it's different. Cinnamon isn't a thing in Australia. Not in candy.
I love it because the more you eat, the more spicy it gets.
It's just spicy on your tongue. It's like hot.
It doesn't linger. I love it. Do you like the texture? It's like jelly beans. I love it.
Nice.
Yeah.
Get a bit too hot for me.
All the things I love, you just shit on them, don't you? I got these because they're in Seinfeld, I'm pretty sure.
I haven't seen Seinfeld. Milk Duds. I've had these, yeah.
Well, open them then.
You haven't had these?
No, I haven't had them.
Fantails? This is basically Fantails.
I do like Fantails.
Except less chocolate.
And not even a fun quiz on the outside. What's the point?
Who's reading those?
Me!
See, it's like hardly any chocolate.
The chocolate's bad quality though.
I think it's
hate
Hershey's. Yeah, it is. You can't say that. You
No.
can trigger like 50% of people.
No, it doesn't taste like Hershey's chocolate.
It is.
But it doesn't taste like Hershey's chocolate. It tastes like Advent calendar chocolate. Admit it. It does. Fantails are better.
You don't like caramel?
I like caramel.
Or are you judging the chocolate?
Chocolate. I don't like bad chocolate. And to me, it doesn't taste like Hershey's. I like Hershey's chocolate.
I don't like Hershey's chocolate.
Yeah, I can eat it. It's like a stinky chocolate. Do you agree? Why does it taste like that anyway? Also, you know how coffee's roasted and that's a bean and chocolate's roasted and that's a bean? Why does coffee taste so bad and chocolate taste so good?
You have to have Oreos.
Maybe.
I know you did. I know you
Why?
did. You have to.
Why?
Because it's an American thing.
But why would I get Oreos when we've tried them before?
Because exactly that. Surprised me.
Have you had Sour Patch Kids?
Mm-hmm.
It's spicy.
Oh, the fire one.
Yeah, have you had them?
No.
Da-da-da.
Angry watermelon, berry blaze,
Apple
tropical
fever.
flame.
They look sad.
I know a lot of stuff over there is like genetically modified.
Oh my god. Hurry up and eat the whole thing. Eat the whole thing.
I had a berry one.
I had an apple one. Interesting sensation. The watermelon's pretty spicy.
This one is like once you swallow it and your tongue hits the roof
Ooh.
of your mouth, it's like...
You know what it is? Once you have another one's because it's spicier and spicier. Should we see how many we can have?
They don't look like regular Sour Patch Kids. It looks like they got wet.
Maybe they do.
And they're very flat. I don't know, different to the
They're
ones we
sad
have here.
children. It's getting hotter and hotter.
A good candy
What's
for
invert
me...
sugar?
It's like liquid sugar.
What makes it hot?
It'll be the flavor. Contains heat sensation, may cause mouth irritation. Excessive consumption is not advisable.
Oh, once I had sour Skittles and my tongue started bleeding because I ate 2 packets.
I am so glad that you brought... You have no idea.
What?
That you brought snacks.
There's only 2 more things.
Okay.
I feel bad. I should have gotten more. Like, should I bring out both of them next because they're similar?
Where did you find these? Did you go to Walmart or Target?
Target.
Okay.
Okay, can you
Did you
close
go to
your eyes?
Walmart?
No. Close your eyes.
There's
Don't
not a lot
look.
in LA actually. When I went to Walmart, it was in
Don't
Vegas.
look. I'm
I'm
showing
not
the
looking.
camera. Don't look.
It's Oreos, I can tell.
How?
Because I can hear it, like the package. It's like a bit hollow.
Okay.
These look cool. Oh, I've had these. These are so good. They're very good. Have you had them?
No.
You're gonna love
I
them.
love
You're
cinnamon
gonna love
buns.
These are really cool.
I know. When I picked these up, I initially just picked up another birthday cake flavor.
And then you saw this.
And then I walked around the corner, it was like Mickey Mouse. I was like,
Obviously.
how cool is it? I love Oreo. Okay, one thing I would say about Oreo though, if they made like a package, like a chip packet filled with just the cookies, that would be my dream. We tried
First
this.
ingredient, sugar.
Of course. Your favorite.
Cocoa is like very low on this list.
Which is weird.
And then after cocoa, it's high fructose corn syrup.
Alright.
I guess cinnamon roll very lost.
Is it gonna be good though? Which one do you want to try first? Since you haven't had this one, but I know this is
I've had
gonna...
both of these. I've had birthday cake. When I went to America,
I'm sad that these are the last
I
ones.
bought like 6 Oreo.
Wait, but I'm sad that you have these now.
Why? I haven't had them in 2 years. I like this packaging. I love white packaging.
Why?
It's just, you don't see it in anything.
How the frig do I open
This is like, it's like secure thing. You just keep peeling. Yeah, see? It's like not great. And then
Oh! Excuse me, where's the Oreos?
none.
What the hell, Oreo? I paid for 3 lines. Should I get some milk? Oh, we have to get milk.
I like American Oreos because they're thicker. Everything in Australia is turning to shit. Everything's getting smaller. Everything's getting less. Their cookie is thicker. Our cream is like, it doesn't, you probably can't see, but it's like to the rim. Ours isn't like that.
The cream's better. Our cream's like waxier.
Theirs is softer.
Has more flavor too.
This one is flavored.
I like it. That's good. We better get dinner after this. We better not eat the whole packet because I will feel sick after.
Only 140 calories per 2 cookies.
Do you know what sucks? Tim Tams are 1 cookie per serving. I eat a whole family pack in one go.
Oreos are 50 calories each here. In America, they're 70, which is honestly worth it. This cookie gets wet really quickly. I like it.
I like it too.
This is what Oreo used to be.
Have you noticed the designs? Hello.
I have. I saw this 3.
Okay. Should we try these?
The reason I went to America was so I could go to Walmart. I spent $300 in Walmart on snacks. I had a 70-kilo suitcase of snacks. Not even kidding.
I mean, it's research.
So good.
I like that better.
The chocolate one.
I think I like the cookies better, that's why.
I prefer the birthday cake one. To cinnamon.
I think because I had higher expectations for this because I love cinnamon buns.
This is very good.
I mean, it's pretty good, but it doesn't taste like an Oreo.
It's very good. I'm surprised you didn't buy gummies. Don't you like the lifesaver gummies? Like a lot?
I haven't had them before.
Yes, you have.
No, I haven't.
Yes, you have.
No, I haven't.
Yeah, you have.
Why would
because
you
I
know?
was here and you offered them to me.
No, that's
And then Rocket ate the rest of the bag and
No.
you're like, oh, Rocket, oh, these lollies.
No, that wasn't Lifesavers gummies.
Yes, it
that would
was.
have been Haribo or something. No, we didn't have it.
No.
Rocket!
It was Lifesavers gummies. Because
Rocket.
you were like, oh my god, I love the cherry ones. And you picked out all the cherry ones.
Rocket!
Don't test me, Sha'an.
Have we ever had Lifesaver gummies? Oh, have you had Cinnamon Toast Crunch?
Yeah, that's the best.
How good is it, see?
To do like a cereal tasting for my child.
Oh my god. I would love that. You know the
Yeah.
Trix cereal?
I hate it. Oh, yuck.
I haven't
Trix is
had it.
disgusting. Trix is for kids. Trix is for
Wait!
fools.
That you know how they're like round, they're bringing them back to like fruit shapes, like different shapes again.
I didn't grow up in America, Sha'an. I don't have that luxury.
Me neither, but I love like secondhand nostalgia. Like
They used to make Pokemon Weet-Bix with sultanas in them.
Pokemon Weet-Bix? Wait.
Did you do Pokemon?
I had Pokemon cards. I didn't know how to do anything with them.
But like the games?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, okay. In 2000, I remember vividly when I was a kid, they would have Pokemon themed cereal. But it was just like Weet-Bix with raisins in it.
Ew. Anyway, do you want to plug anything?
Sure, you can go and see what I do at fluff.com.
I'll put it in link in the thing below.
At fluffgram on Instagram, which is where...
You won't be disappointed, I have to say. Oh, I should explain. Because, okay, I don't really like Fairy Floss. It gets like really gritty and gross. But this is so soft and sweet. And the flavors are so good.
You know, I didn't like notice that until you said it. We basically the machine fills up with sugar.
Yeah. And you just take it out.
But when you like mass producing it, it's like... You wait till it's completely full. We like pick it out little bit by little bit, so like any grains are like going to the bottom.
Not just the texture. Well, the texture is a big part of it, but the flavors are so good. Oh, I'm gonna also plug something else for you.
$8.50.
You should go watch the video on Nate's channel that we make, because I love it.
Is that why you did this? Because
No.
we did that video?
No. Oh, well, I was already gonna get us stuff to taste, but I was really entertained watching our other video, watching our video on your channel.
I was too.
Yeah.
But like other people are like asking me, when do you upload? I'm like,
I'm really happy because my audience has like stopped asking me that question because they realize that I'm just hopeless. Thank you for accepting.
You should heckle her more.
No! You heckle me so much.
It's not heckling. It's like
do this, make more stuff, do this, and it's good.
Because,
Actually, I do
because
appreciate
if I
it.
give you like too much to do, then you'll probably like achieve more doing that than being like, here's one thing to do. You know?
But why are you sounding like my task? What's the word?
Taskmaster.
Yeah, taskmaster. That's it. Do you think we should move to the US because shipping to America is so expensive?
I think I want to spend half of my life in America.
That's weird. How old are you planning on living till? You're like, yeah, wouldn't you like to know?
We've got like a death pact.
No, but it's like, how long is that though? Because that could easily be like 30
I don't know.
years.
I was just thinking driving here. I was like, because I like think about it so much. Like I feel guilty that I haven't gone back. Because I'm like, I'm gonna go every year. I'm gonna go on a plane every year. Yeah, but
So
it's
why
just like,
don't
I don't know.
What? You don't want to go by yourself?
I would go by myself.
Then go.
It's not that I never have the time. Like I could make the time, but it's just like
You should do it.
I have no idea.
When
Like
would
I didn't get a bed. I literally didn't get a bed until last week. I've lived in this house for 2 years. And I have only, I slept on the couch for one of those years. And then in maybe like April, I bought a mattress.
I did not know this about you. So you wouldn't want to move anywhere else?
I don't think I would move to America.
You said you want to live there for half your life.
Spend half my life there.
What is, also 6 months of a year? That's moving.
No, just like, I don't know, be over there for business. Like have to be there a lot.
Oh,
I would like to be there to the point where I don't fantasize about it.
It's
Have you
like-
been to New York?
Yeah.
I haven't.
the saddest boy on earth, just like, I haven't. Poor Nate. You should go. You deserve it. You deserve like to have a break every once in a while. It's probably good for you to creatively. Okay, anyway, go check out Nate's stuff because it's awesome. Like genuinely unbiased as a non-friend because I hate the guy. It's amazing. And also, you should go watch our video. It's like half. Why is it so long? By the way, it was pretty good. I watched it 2 times.
Yeah, I actually did too. I've like just left it on.
I love it.
Like...
Okay, anyway, bye. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you really liked it. I'm sorry if it was really long. I haven't edited it yet, so I don't know if it's really long, but if it is, I'm really sorry. I'll try and keep it short for the next one because the last one was 40 minutes. This one was however many minutes. And yeah, the next one hopefully won't be as long. Bye.